Rick, I was thinking about this. In fact, I was thinking about this in Italy when because I was watching highlights, and I thought, Daryl Morey probably made a promise to James Harden on a contract extension, right?
Yep.
But I don't believe you can find any of the last five champions, and I could be wrong. I'm just going off memory, that had a terrible contract. It's almost a deal killer. Champions rarely have an absolutely egregiously bad contract. There's a lot of things champions don't have. Not all are great defensively. Not all have three reliable scorers. Not all have a great coach. Is Budenholzer a great coach? None have just a time bomb contract. And if you give Harden that, it's over.
Yeah.
You just limited. And I thought to myself, because of the way he laid an egg, the media and fans, if you break that promise, have no problem at all with it.
They don't.
And the owner could step in and go, we're not signing him, and Morey's off the hook.
They could.
That was my takeaway. I thought to myself, it was so bad that Morey will curry favor with the fans and the media in Philly, and sports radio in Philadelphia carries weight. And it was so bad the owner can step in and say, we're not doing it. Morey can just go, hey, what can I do? I tried.
He could. However, the agent and the players, superstar players, will know that Harden was promised and that they backed out of it. And how that plays going forward with other star players. They don't look at it as Harden didn't live up to his contract.
Okay.
They will look at it strictly as, no, he came over, you promised him a deal,
okay,
he broke it.
But players are also savvy. They know Harden's a dog. Secondly, because of the emergence of Maxey and the talent of Embiid, you don't really need another star for the next 3 or 4 years, and people forget. I mean, Maxey, Tobias, Embiid, and you get another good player. You don't need a star for 3
Okay,
years.
but here's the question, and I haven't looked closely enough at their books, but you're gonna have Harden for at least 1 more year. The very least, he's going to opt into his 47, where I think the promise was, which almost makes it worse. Promise was, you opt into the 47 and we'll take care of you afterward. Don't make us load up on you now.
I'd rather load up for one and move him.
Yeah, well, that's not, okay. So, however that goes, but here's the problem. So you sign him for one for, he opts in, right? You have him for a year.
Yeah.
Right. How are you going to move him? You're going to have to trade him. You're going to have to do a sign-in trade. If you just let him walk, I don't think they're going to have cap room to just go and sign somebody. So that's where, when you say because I don't think Tyrese, Matisse, Tobias, and Embiid makes you a title contender. Maybe you have more faith. I don't know how much better Tyrese Maxey is going to get. I think he's very good. I don't think he reaches
Is he 23 a game good?
Oof.
So because Embiid's 29, he's 23.
Well, but it's when you get your 23. I need him to be the guy at the end, because I can't always count that I can, in a last second situation, I can't count that I can get the ball into Embiid's hands fast enough in a place where he can operate.
I just think I think the time bomb contract is a deal breaker for championships.
Well, I agree with you there. I believe that if you are the Philadelphia 76ers, while you would never say it, you're not looking at this strictly through the prism of winning a championship is the definition of success. If I'm a team that is always in the mix for the next 3, 4, 5 years, that's successful.
Oof.
That's the reality. But it's the reality because of it's also the reality of with Embiid, because of his health, because here's the other thing. Like, he stayed healthy, and I give him all the credit in the world for playing with an orbital fracture and tearing his ligament in his thumb and all that. But this happens every year, and he's in the prime of his career. So even when he's in shape and he doesn't have a major injury that costs him a season, he breaks down physically somehow, some way. And I just feel like, somebody asked me the other day, like, do you blow it up? Do you just, like, you need to start over? I mean, the other part is you're going to have Doc there he's got 3 more years on his deal. I don't know that Doc is taking you to another championship. So while I would never advertise it, I look at this Philadelphia team as, I just want to be competitive. And if somebody falls down, if somebody has an injury, maybe we sneak through.
Boy,
but this idea that, like,
that's a hard sell in Philadelphia. Boy,
but I don't feel like they're one piece away. I really don't feel like they're one piece away. There's so many flaws to them, whether it's coaching or your star player being fragile or the James Harden question. Like, it just, I don't know. And I don't know that Embiid, as my star player, and his demeanor and the way he when he didn't win MVP, like, that can't be my emotional leader. Draymond can be my emotional leader. Chris Paul can be my emotional leader. A guy who says, you guys just vote who you want to vote for, and I don't know if I'll ever win. Like, dude, move on. You didn't win MVP, okay? But you took a nice step forward. You got plenty of people saying that you should have won MVP, and you should be looking at, how do I win a championship anyway? So what are we doing here?